All right, it is 2 o'clock and Tyler County Court, Commissioner Court calls this meeting to order. We have a quorum here with us today. And we have one more agenda item to go into. All right. As we go down to this agenda item, is there anything else we need to bring up at this time? All right. We go down to the agenda item here. It's agenda item on Roman numeral 5, to consider or approve information, DirecTV installation for the Justice Center Jail. Sheriff Weatherford?
Yes. Thank you, gentlemen. What brought this all about and coming before you today? Sparklight Communications that handles our cable. Then they've handled that for years. I can't think of the previous name, but they supply the cable for the TVs in the back to the building itself. But they approached us, and I say us, Donald's really taking the lead on this. They approached them that they were going to a new digital system where for them to be capable of running cable and us to have TV back there, they were going to have and I say the inmates would have to have a Wi-Fi hotspot in each cell. So you can imagine for them to have that capability to be able to receive those services. So of course, there's no way we can for the safety of our citizens' safety themselves, have a separate Wi-Fi connection in each cell where they could use that to get on other sites or whatever it may be. So Sergeant Calhoun reached out to DirecTV, and they will be able to provide their services to our location without having to have a Wi-Fi box located in each cell. The actual amount, and I'm going to look at that right quick. Maybe if you'll give me 1 second. The actual quote that we got from DirecTV, the monthly application and bill will actually be quite a bit cheaper than what we're currently paying now with Sparklight. Sparklight, we're paying approximately, what do you say, around $250 a month on that. And it looks to be with the, that's the wrong one.
Well, Sparklight is like a cable company.
It is, that's all they are, it's just a cable company. We'll just make sure I've got it.
None of them inmates want to watch Newsmax, but they won't be able to on DirecTV.
It caused an issue. I'm looking at the one where I sent.
This quote says $148 per month, Sheriff.
Is that, do y'all have that?
Plus
You've got that one? Yes, okay. Where we've got it, so it's gonna be $148 a month. Now, what's in there, and Commissioner Blackshear, I apologize, what is the installation amount?
$4,500.
Okay, $4,500. Now, we can do that a couple of ways. We have the capability within the jail commissary to pay for those funds, and it come out of that, and we have that money in that commissary account. Jackie, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not speaking out of turn, it's for the inmates is what it is. So as best we can tell, the monies can come from that to provide that initial payment. Yeah, it's not only, it's for the inmates. So that's where, unless we come up with a better option on the payment, that's, we can do it out of that. And then have that, and a lot of it, like I said, we had to come before you because definitely it is we want something you to be aware about. But again, we are entering into a contract with DirecTV on a recurring monthly basis.
And Sheriff, I was just curious, is this a required service that y'all have?
It is, and I just skipped over that through the Texas Administrative Code, which the jail commission operates under, if you will, Chapter 205, with it's titled under the recreations and there's another thing, activities, if you will, that go for. Yes, it is something that we must provide by law. I know it's kind of crazy coming to you and saying, hey, we're going to have DirecTV, but it's just it's just the nature of the beast of where we're at. They've had cable for years, but now we're just simply switching over to a different provider. Yes. So.
I'm sure there's probably people that had those same questions.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Wondering, you know.
Well, and it's, you know, it's something you
Oh,
look
yeah,
at.
now they can't call us.
Yeah.
You know, they're provided, of course, housing, their medical is provided, and yes,
Yeah, we used to
The TV's provided.
serve them a frozen Nighthawk dinner for lunch and
Yeah.
You know,
cereal for breakfast.
Yeah.
you know, something y'all might not be, you might know, and you'll see, I submitted a bill, matter of fact, to Jackie this week. We have to have, by law, we're required to have a dietitian that comes in once a year and sets up the whole menu for the year to set up, so and we have to operate within those guidelines. So yes, there's.
Yeah, if you go not the senior activity route like we are, you have to pay for a nutritionist to come in
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do they also get their meds and all that?
Of course.
Well, looks
What
like.
do you do if you have one with a special diet?
You adhere and you meet those requirements.
If they're like severely diabetic or
Yes, yes.
They get an extra snack when nobody else does.
Yeah, Commissioner Hughes knows from the TDCJ days, it's incredibly difficult, incredibly expensive.
Well, it looks like even entering into this contract with DirecTV, we save over $1,200 a year anyway for that amount. And
And that can be paid out of the professional services, out of data processing, that installation, if you want to look at.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, and I just wanted it, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm not 100% sure on the legality of it coming out of the commissary for the inmates, and you would think. but
You could get away with it, but I don't want to do that,
And that's why I like to.
because it's not like clothes, you know,
so,
toothpaste, that kind of stuff. It's more for the building itself
And if it's required
by law.
By law.
then, yeah, we don't want to.
and you call that the professional services
Yeah, we
account?
have in data processing, we have professional services, we have equipment leases, we got supplies. I mean, we can take it out of there without touching the commissary, because I really don't want to do that.
So Dish, wasn't able to use Dish.
No, the DirecTV was the cheaper of the whatever two, if you will. And I think we've had some type of services with DirecTV before, with maybe through the nutrition center.
Yes, sir. Our emergency management, I
Yeah,
think we got it this year, we split it, the bill.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jay. I always hate to come to you guys with, tell you we're gonna need X amount of dollars, but I don't know where we're gonna get it. That's why I looked at the commissary and like, okay, yeah, maybe we get it from there.
so it looks like we're gonna be $4,500, around $4,500
We got it.
installation.
Yeah, we'll get that. Do you have that right there in front of your paperwork, Joe, that you have?
Pretty hard to read.
I know.
Yeah, it says $4,500 installation fee would cover it.
Here, here's mine, right?
Yeah.
That's, this includes 17 DRE high depth receivers, brackets, mounts, cables, everything.
That's really not, has how many sales?
It says 17 on it.
Yes, 17,
So
yes.
17 sales, that's really not bad.
And it is, yeah, 4,500 exactly. Yeah, that's what I want to make sure everybody change.
And then it'd be $148 a month. 148,
Plus tax, yes.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Will who will have control of the channels? Where the receiver will,
Yeah, so they can't, HBO and all that, yeah. Yeah.
I think the package that we got is just a very
It's
basic.
very,
Basic.
yeah, we're getting a basic, the lowest thing you can get.
they won't have access to the remote.
Yes, they will have access to remote in the state.
But they won't have access to be able to get on anything
Yeah.
other than.
Yeah, no.
It'd just be basic.
Yeah, they'll have kind of like the same way they do now, they have that option to be able to change the channel, if you will,
Yeah, I know where you're going with that pay-per-view
I think I
stuff.
do.
Oh, yeah,
I deal with it out there.
yeah,
They break the remotes,
oh,
take the
yeah,
batteries out of them and use them for
yeah, that's.
other reasons.
Oh, yes.
And what they're-
Exactly.
supposed to be for,
Yeah.
what you got to look at is
Yeah, it'll have to be monitored closely.
monitored closely on.
Donald, don't y'all have it like in policy and sheriff?
Yeah, they'll have, there's agreements, of course, just like with PCJ, if there's anything that's broken, or there's any ill will, if you will, or ill intentions, yeah, they'll be dealt with inside the jail, yes.
And then they'll lose their privileges and
No,
everything else.
yeah.
And if one of them loses their privilege in there.
Yeah, then they all,
They mad, dude.
make for a
So-
rough night.
I'll make a motion that we enter into agreement with DirecTV on this
Okay.
I second.
situation.
And all the 4,500 will be taken out of professional services.
Correct.
All right, there's a motion.
Second already.
Oh, vote in second. All right, vote second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same.
Thanks,
All right.
guys, thank you.
Is there any other
Yeah, it is.
court, have any, comments by court members pertaining to matters of conduct?
You said,
Milton's been sitting in, the meetings with the courthouse restoration stuff. They're gonna start in like April and be done in, August, correct?
Mhm.
In August, and then the whole project is gonna be $953,000, and then what's left is that change order of 46 or 45.
46, yeah, 46,000.
So that's to change, like, if we don't run into any issues, that's to change, like, if we wanna add the blinds or whatever for the offices. Yeah, I wanna kinda hold off on spending any of that, because they, from what they've told us, is they can get into something and have problems and cost more money. So, when we get to the end of the project, maybe we can get some blinds or something in there.
We just bring some sheets, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, I found out we could do what I did, because the sun kept shining on my
Just get
computer.
those deals that clamp
If you
inside.
you have to get like a shower rod,
Oh,
the
yeah.
rod that
Spring loaded.
that's got sprung with the rubber things on the end, so it won't do any damage. And you can hang it up, because that's how I got mine in
That's
my
all we
office.
need. Just anything to block it.
Now, I wanna say the blinds, just for, I guess, in here, then maybe these offices over there, I think it's like $5,000 for blinds.
They ain't shopping at Walmart, are they?
No, they ain't shopping at Walmart.
They didn't shop at Walmart for anything.
No.
But the historical commission had anything.
I bet you they're real wood.
Yes. Oh, it's real wood.
I bet,
Yeah,
I would.
yeah, that's probably true.
That's why it's easier to go to Walmart and get the spring load rod,
Yeah.
get you some cartons up.
Well, is there any other comments by court members?
Motion to adjourn.
There's a motion to adjourn. Any second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
thank you, gentlemen.